Falcons and the Denver Broncos. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's that?
Here's the long back on the handoff. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Pass run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Penix here from the gun. His first throw is an interception. And Cooper takes it away. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Looks like the Falcons are opting for dime coverage for this 3rd down.
20.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Gets his offense in better field position here to start. Out close to the 30. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Penix. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher. It just felt like their presence took up the entire field. In this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. Throws a bullet down the left sideline. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jonte Barron has it. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their 1st one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
180.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose. The Falcons bring it in. And Atlanta will return it for a touchdown. The Falcons reach pay dirt for the first time this game. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Pat Bryant on that throw, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
180. What's up?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield flushed out of the pocket. Complete to DK Metcalf. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting that to Pat Bryant. And it sets up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
180! What's up?
Blown back, gets the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down.
Good. 180! What's up?
Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
180! Stop!
First down, here's Baker. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
6. 20! Run. Stop!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Mayfield now from the gun. That's caught for the first. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos break the tie here in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. He can run it. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at first down here.
60, 19, 18.
Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 from the 32. Penix working from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's got it in the red zone. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buying some time left. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Setting him on the dime. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Tackled there by James Pierce.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
And you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Good. What's up?
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
180.
Third and long for him here. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
What's up?
Mayfield now off the play action. Buying some time right. He's running with it. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Done.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
180.
Third and short, Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
Run. 180.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More for Mile High in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Good.
They think the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
That wasn't the first time, Kate, you've called this guy's name, but definitely one of the hardest sacks he's going to have. A lot of range required to get that one done, but an impressive negative tackle for loss.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21.
180.
Mayfield to throw. Once complete, takes Brian outright. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
180.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
That's another Broncos first down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Here's another for him. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Now is York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
To the air with Penix. Rolling out to his left. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Man downfield, and he finds London. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Mayfield on 1st and 10. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Throwing again is Baker. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that 1st down marker. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
180!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Set. 180! Start!
Baker throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Start!
From the gun, Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
Penix now to throw. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That one hits for 30. And that is good enough for Atlanta, 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Ready? Tiger.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
19 Lion. 18 Cardinal.
Penix on 3rd down. Throw left side, he's caught by Pitts. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Cowboys.
Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Koo all lined up and ready to put this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Baker now off to play fake. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down now.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's got it, complete to Bryant. Down to the 10. And he gets it in, touchdown Denver. The Broncos start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie us up 28-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down.
70 Lions.
From the shotgun, Penix. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
3rd down, it's Penix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 3rd quarter lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Cool with the extra point. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Cool, all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
180! Scott!
Right up the gut. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
180! What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Good. 180! What's up?
3rd and long for him here. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
180! What's up?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Baker now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Falcons going nickel, 3rd down.
180! What's up?
Mayfield set to pass. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
180! What's up?
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. So 1st down from the 41.
Set. What's up?
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Y'all can't talk about basic.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Things a bit tougher following that penalty. Here's 2nd and 15. Once more, it's Mayfield. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
180! What's up?
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. Copy the comeback route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Well, 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
180!
Mayfield to throw again. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Kings! 180! Stop!
They'll run here following the penalty. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long, Mayfield. All in left side. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
180! What's up?
Desperation time here. He's gotten to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
What's up?
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Finds him over the middle. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Offense to the line fast.
First down and goal to go.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Give up the middle to Harvey. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos now trail by just a point in the fourth. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Broncos tie this game 35 apiece. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Vacates quickly left side. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
18 Cardinal.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Penix working from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. It is caught left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Falcons pushing to get within range for a game winner. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now here's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Robinson. He'll have the 1st down and even more. Gets it to the 15. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons jump in front late. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Good. Up, 180. What's that?
Setting up to pass. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Run. Start.
Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here he is to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Good. Which one?
Now to throw. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
180. What's that?
He'll look to throw it. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Good. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Looking to throw it. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the 1st down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's that?
Mayfield now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Right. What's that?
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. And he brings it in. Touchdown, and a big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, here's Penix. Penix on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. 79, half the 60, half the 60.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Rolling left, buying some time. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
3rd down give to Robinson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Now a timeout's called. Not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
19, 60,
Penix now on first down. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
A 24-yard attempt.
An entire game coming down to the leg of Younghoe Koo. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to